Hello, everyone, and welcome to, I think, the Sprint 37 sprint review for YakShaver. Let's get into it. Straight up, we have 5 dones. So we are pushing forward with trying to get this working for non-SSW tenants, so setting up a multi-tenant thing. The 2 PBIs relevant to that are these 2. So we have front-end authentication set up, and we have a database design, which will be repeated per client. On that, also, we now have in the YakShaver page, we have a blog post here that explains kind of how to use Teams to record and how to use it. As you can see, it's ugly. It's all bold. So we have a separate PBI to fix up the styling, but the content is there. And there's also a Sugar Learning module, which links to that. This is a big one. We have now an ask option. So it's no longer...
I might just comment on that.
Yeah, sure.
I think that is an instructional thing. I think that should be on YakShaver docs, and a blog post could be referencing it or talking about a new feature. But a blog post is like a news, like think of it like a press release.
Yeah, sure. This was Betty's recommendation of where to put it in a blog. So you're thinking we need another tier, like top level thing here for docs.
Docs, and this is. Yeah, this is definitely, you could have something, but it referenced the docs. And yeah, this definitely needs not even more than just styling. Like after the figure there, you need a new line after that, etc. Yep. But it's a good start. It's a good start, but I wouldn't have given it a pass.
Yeah, I haven't given it a pass either yet. It's waiting on styling. But you're saying it shouldn't be in a blog. We should have a separate top level thing called docs.
Yes, the first blog should be, we're really excited to release version 0.5.
Yeah, there's a few different blog posts, but yeah, no, they're like how to use it in different places. So you're saying these should be docs, which is basically the same as blogs, but just a different header. Is that right?
Like getting started.
Yes. Yeah, the very first one should be, we're announcing YakShaver what it does. And the
okay, well, so this will be fun. Let's see if I can YakShave within a recording. This is recording section. I'm YakShaving this right now. Let's see how we go. This is a proper test of the product. I've got a new feature for YakShaver. As you can see on the website here, at the moment in the blog section, there's 2 items here which are instructional on how to use the product. These instead should be in a separate top-level navigation thing called docs, but very similar setup where each doc has, a title and content and all that. But these should be moved to docs. So we need a new top-level navigation called docs. And these 2 items here need to be moved into it. Thank you kindly.
And one more thing, you do want to have a blog post before that one announcing it.
Yeah.
Okay. No worries.
Alrighty. Okay. So ask. This is the big deal feature for the sprint. When you you can toggle it on and off. I'll just quickly grab that so you can see what I'm talking about. Boom, boom, boom. So you can toggle it on, you can toggle it off. Now, if it's off, instead of just ignoring you, it will still ask if you want to shave the yak anyway. So if it's on, it won't ask, it'll just do it. If it's off, it'll ask and say, hey, we just noticed a video, do you want to shave it anyway? And you can either leave it, in which case nothing happens, you can press cancel, in which case nothing happens, or you can say, yes, process anyway, and it'll do it anyway. So this is going to reduce the number of on-off related bugs that we've had where people think that it should be working and then it's not working and they don't know why it's not working. So if it's toggled off for some reason, you can still shave the yak. You don't have to re-record your video. I think we need to do a little bit of thinking about the UX for that, because that might be some people's preferred setup, is to have it always ask. But having to say turn it off in order to get there maybe feels a bit funny. We thought about having 3 statuses, on, ask, and off. But then that still has that same problem of if it's off and you have some kind of thing where, there you go, see that? So mine's off right now. Do I want to process this video? Yes, I do.
That should have the length of time in it to give your, so you know what you're processing. If that had said 10 minutes, Yuli would have gone, what? That's not mine. I don't know what that is.
Well, it's got the time that it was recorded. Oh. There's a bug. This something went wrong thing is already recorded in a bug. It's not actually going to stop it. It's still going to shave the yak. It's just going to chuck a random issue in the middle of it.
Stephen Q, can you just take note to put the length of that video so we know? Video
Okay, yeah.
in brackets, 1.30 seconds.
Okay, yeah, I'll take note.
So see this, because I've got YakShaver and I've got YakShaver staging, both of them are off. Both of them have asked me, do you want to process it? I can just leave this one, or I can say cancel. So I won't do it twice, and it says, okay, it's been canceled.
Awesome.
This one's taken a while, but it should.
That's a great feature. So you don't even have to ever turn it on, really. Once you
No.
get YakShaver, it'll say, hang on, I just got a video. Do you want to? Yep.
That's right. And that might be some people's preferred way of using it.
That's definitely my preferred way.
Yeah. So for me, I'm pretty much always want to record. I always want it to shave. So, but yeah. I think maybe we need to talk, instead of on and off, we need to call it ask and don't ask or something like that. Not sure. Anyway, moving on. The last thing to talk about is, we had a bug that was showing Gabby left last week, but she was on the leaderboard and there was no way to get her name after she'd been disabled for some reason. So it was just showing up as her ID. There was no way to fix that. Stephen tried and couldn't find any way to find her name once she's gone. So she's now just been filtered out of the results. So anyone who's not a current employee just won't show up.
Fair enough.
Cool. All right. Just so you know, this was Lewis, Tom, and Stephen all week with one day of Rick. Tom and Rick are both off now. They're working on client work. So it's just Stephen and Lewis moving forward. We had slightly increased line coverage from 17 to 19%. We had one deployment. We had 5 errors that have been captured as PBIs and are both in the next sprint.
Sorry, can I ask how many times has YakShaver been down in this last sprint? I'm just
100% availability.
Really? That's not my experience. Was I draining when it wasn't working?
I don't know.
Yeah, in the beginning of the week, there was one issue that the YakShaver Global subscription trigger was not working. That's why the subscription was not able to renew. This one, Alan.
So should that be showing up in the availability uptime?
No, it's nothing to do with YakShaver itself. It's about the subscription. So right. we have created a PBI and still investigating on that.
But that means YakShaver wasn't working during that period, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah. And did anyone call you and ask what happened to my video?
No, except you.
Okay. All right, but were I on the call with anyone else?
I think Tom and Luis, we all in the meeting.
Right. I'm just wondering why it says 100% when it appeared that it wasn't processing videos.
Yeah.
I think
Are we only tracking like a part of YakShaver for availability, and there's some broader part that we should be tracking that we're not tracking?
Yeah. So that uptime will be the service availability, which is different to subscription stuff. So we need to figure out how we can kind of monitor that and make sure that the function, if it runs and fails to renew the subscription, that we trigger on that or alert on that somehow.
We should be doing a very basic check every minute that you can talk to it. Like it should be giving you a ping back that it can do something.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's important to fix that.
So something, we can figure out something with the subscription.
But definitely when somebody tells you it didn't record or it didn't process, that is unavailability. Okay, can I ask you to look into that, Lewis?
Yep.
Okay, all right. I'll let you worry about that one. Let's keep going. By the way, Yuli's not line coverage, it's code coverage.
Oh, did I say line coverage? Okay, cool. Yep, code coverage. Cool. We've got a new person on the leaderboards who's Seth, who's starting to use it, which is cool. We've got some progress in the client tenant setup because we had 2 PBIs done there. And basic retro summary is that we shrunk the team down to 2 people, which is a bummer. A risk is that all of the people who know how to do multi-tenancy are gone. So our actual product goal at the moment is not able to be progressed. So we have to wait until either Tom or Rick come back. We can sort of plug away at it and try and learn with a bit of ChatGPT and try and get there, but it will be slow going at the moment.
Okay. How long are they on client work for?
Tom's a week and Rick is 3 weeks.
Okay. All right.
Is that right, Tom? You've got 3 days time, like 2 days of leave?
Yes, that's this week. So next week I will be back if the client work doesn't.
So
go.
what that means is, and I'll skip to the next sprint planning so you can see, but basically all of these items are not to do with the product goal. They're not to do with getting clients on it. They're all bug fixes and, you know, just improvements.
All right. I got to tell you that there's nothing more important than trying to get test tenants onto this.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So look, I mean, well, this item here, the big one, this is about that. So that's something. But yeah, these 3 that Stephen are going to work on are just problems that need to be fixed.
Right. Maybe see if you can get some advice from Daniel Mackay, Stephen and Lewis, so you can progress this a bit. Like, I think it's a bad idea, Yuli. Don't send this out without one item on there about trying to move the multi-tenancy forward. It is
Well, we've got one item, but not for Lewis. It's sorry, not for Stephen, only for Lewis.
right, but they should be able to swarm together on this. The multi-tenancy is not outside their wheelhouse to do this.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but have a call with Daniel, see what you can get, and record a summary at the end of what you should do. But you should definitely be pushing this ahead a little.
These 2, though, I want fixed urgently because they're both going to pop up now. Every time anyone records any video, even if they've marked it off, they're going to get these bugs popping up, which I don't like. So
it should be done before new work. I agree.
Yeah.
So
cool.
you can work on those visible bugs first. That's okay.
Yeah. All right. Beautiful. All right. So it's only 1.5 people for the next sprint.
Okay. All right.
Cool. So this video will be up here in our YouTube channel shortly. And that's it. Thank you guys very much.
Thanks, Julie.